All right, here we are again. This is Pastor Dow, and we're talking to you about this Senate Bill S510. Looks like my resources are telling me that they've already done passed this thing in the Senate. Now, again, let me put you on point in your mind where it should be. Regardless of what they pass and what they don't pass when it comes to food, you should care less. I don't care what they say about this food bill, to tell you the truth, because you should have learned by now that whether it be Democrat or Republican, it makes no difference. They're all rats. When a politician's mouth is moving, you know they're lying. You see, they are out of touch with people, and they could care less about what you think. Monsanto has got the majority of all of them in their back pockets. One of the chiefs at FDA was a former Monsanto employee. And you've got to understand, brothers and sisters, you calling this switchboard and doing all that, hey, I believe you should do that stuff, but I tell you what, it ain't going to change one bit. The way that you show this government is that you really mean business is you go out and you buy you some seeds. You start making yourself a big, gigantic garden. You start bartering and trading. That way you can get past their oppressive regulations and their oppressive taxes. It's sad that they're out of touch and they don't care. You see, these people, when they get in this office, you people also going to be greatly disappointed, because you're going to find out all these so-called Tea Party people, they just like the rest of these jacklegs. They get up there, they get wooed and wild by the corporations, and they go in there, decent people, but they come out millionaires and corrupt. It says right here that last night Senator Coburn said that the bill will raise food prices and add $1.5 billion to the deficit. Added unfunded state mandates, and it will not increase food safety one bit. New York Times reports that the lame duck leadership in the House will attempt a quick Senate S510 Senate passage. The ad hoc coalition against the S510 of health and food freedom advocates such as the Health Freedom USA and the Citizens for the Health Garden, farms and ranch groups by both Tea Party groups, the Oath Keepers, Downsize DC, Campaign for Liberty, and others will not be food, and we will remember. To become law, the House must approve the Senate bill just passed. We expect the lame duck leadership to move very quickly to immediate action as needed. And immediate action is needed. But let me tell you something, brother and sister. You know, I'm reading this stuff and I'm trying to understand even more so what they're saying, because they're so deceptive in their words. But again, advice, rules of engagement. Number one, you get you some guns with some bullets, and you need a lot of bullets. And then number two, you go get you some seeds and you grow regardless of what they say. And then number three, invest in silver, because this trash right here is going to collapse and it's going to fail. Why is there such a media blackout that Russia and China has opted out of the dollar? See, the Chinese government is some of the greatest holder of our bonds, our debts, and they know that we're insolvent and we can't pay them back. And so they're not playing the American dollar and the American game. The American dollar is not going to be the world's reserve currency anymore. I'm telling you, it's just not going to do it. What we need is not to be fooled by these jackleg lawyers, these jackleg politicians who ain't no good. And we need to not be so duped and deceived. Cut off that damn news media, because it ain't worth nothing, because that's all it is, feeding you a bunch of crock mess information. Cut all that mess off. It don't mean anything, nothing at all. All they doing is using it as a tool of propaganda to toy with you and play with you and deceive you. Why is it that the rest of the world got enough sense to know that the dollar ain't no good, but yet here in America we still remain in this chaotic ignorance, acting like everything is all right when it really truly ain't all right? You're going to take control of your own health. You're going to take control of your own food supply and stop depending upon government for everything. You need to take control of it. And hey, if we start bartering and trading amongst ourselves, we start meeting amongst ourselves, we start radio programs on this internet, and we start talking more and more and more, and we start coming up with ways that how we can actually help feed each other, use our land that the Most High has given us to help each other out. You don't need the government. I'm telling you right now, they ain't going to stop this expansion of government, because once they get a taste and a lust for this control, it's over. This empire of the United States of America is done for. That's all there is to it. If there was going to be any change whatsoever at all, everybody that is in that outhouse, or what you call a White House up there, it's all all the trash and all the crap has got to come out. Every bit of it. And that's the truth, straight way.